A very pleasant good evening to you from Queen Creek, Arizona on the Zone 48 Broadcast Network. It's Thursday Night Football presented by Trey Clarkson State Farm Insurance. Good evening, everybody. I'm Kevin Derrybear alongside my broadcast partner who is on American soil for the first time in several hours. Cody T. Cameron joins me in the booth. Tonight, we've got a dandy for you, and it is American Leadership Academy Queen Creek, led by their head coach, Ty Detmer, will be posed by the Red Mountain Lions, as the Mountain Lions led by their bench boss, Kyle Enders, now in his second year. East Valley Region football. This tilt means an awful lot in region play, Cody.
Kevin, we are 6 weeks in. We've seen a lot of really good football being played in the great state of Arizona. We have broadcasted a lot of good football here, especially last week's matchups. I don't know if there's been a bigger game that we have been a part of with our crew here on the Thursday Night Lights on the Zone 48 network than we're about to have right now. You talk about 6A playoff implications, and not just that, we have open division playoff implications. If you win this game, put you a step higher into that open state division title reign with everybody in the state of Arizona wants to get after. ALA Queen Creek, they were on that list that came out on Tuesday, and they are led by a quarterback, a BYU commit, and Enoch Watson, who is an absolute gunslinger. And we see a Red Mountain defense that you know so well, being the head play-by-play broadcast for so many years for Mountain Lions football. The clash between this high-powered offense versus this defense that absolutely gets after it every single down. We're in for an absolute show here tonight.
Yeah, Enoch Watson, no doubt about it. This young man is the state's leader in passing in the 6A conference, 1,668 yards. He doesn't commit turnovers. He's athletic. He can make all the throws. And I talked with his quarterback coach, Max Hall, offensive coordinator for Coach Detmer, and he said, you know, when he came here to ALA Queen Creek, he had to learn a few things: footwork, technique, how to run RPOs. He's put the time in. He's put a lot of time in. He is an unfinished product, but you already mentioned a BYU commit. It just continues that chain of command here as Ty Detmer, a Heisman Trophy winner for Brigham Young University. And then you've got Coach Hall, also a big-time player, the most prolific passer in Brigham Young history. And the BYU connection is strong here in Queen Creek, and we are underway. First kick of the game is blasted into the end zone for ALA Queen Creek, and with the strong leg on the boot, that was Samuel Hunsaker, and he has been perfect with point after tries. He's 4 of 5 with field goals, and he's got a thunder leg. He just blasted that one in the end zone.
Yes, it is, and this is our first chance to see the Apache Junction transfer running back Isaiah Savoy, who had a phenomenal game last week against Highland, one of the top teams in the state of Arizona, and also junior dual threat quarterback Simon Lopez. We had their first game against Mesa. Simon Lopez got that starting job from an injury to one of the Heat brothers, and he has been phenomenal this season, Kevin.
And the ball will be spotted at the 20-yard line for Silo 3. Simon Lopez takes the shotgun snap, puts the ball in the hands of Isaiah Savoy, and he works off that left side. He'll pick up a couple of hard-earned yards as the Patriots, as they are clad with their traditional dark navy blue jerseys with their white pants with that blue and red piping down the sides. They look outstanding. Good-looking set of uniforms with their traditional white helmets. Red Mountain wearing their black pants on the road with their road white jerseys with their traditional black helmets. It's Red Mountain and American Leadership Academy, Queen Creek, underway. It's Savoy again straight ahead, and he barrels into the line of scrimmage after that. We'll call it a 3-yard gain. Now he'll pick up another yard, maybe a yard and a half, and Red Mountain's offense will be set up with a 3rd down and 5 here on their opening drive.
And yes, they do like to go fast, but it's a much more balanced offensive attack, unlike ALA Queen Creek, who's going to throw the ball 40, 45 times. There's no secret what they're going to do, but especially with Simon Lopez, dual threat ability, they're going to run the roll.
Ryder Ogney with his 49th tackle of the season, penalty marker down. For Red Mountain, they're working left to right, and a scoreless game opening quarter out in Queen Creek, and it's East Valley Region football. And Cody mentioned it on the outset. There is implications from the open division standpoint as far as it relates to Ty Detmer's football team. And if you're the Mountain Lions, led by Kyle Enders, you have all kinds of opportunity ahead of you. Just win out, and you never know what could happen in the open division race. And, of course, the 6A conference is wide open. Lopez under pressure, and he's going to get sacked on the play. Ryder Ogney again, he's there to make the sack. It's his 2nd sack of the year, and Red Mountain looks to have to punt here on 4th down.
Yeah, and talking to head coach coach Kyle Enders, actually this morning about this game, he said, hey, this is what they do. They're going to go cover zero blitz, and they're going to bring 6 to 7 consistently every play. They've done it every single game. It's a very ferocious defense, and they challenge their secondary, but as a quarterback, having to face that, you have 1 or 2 seconds to throw the ball. You got to make a quick read. Very, very quick read on those, especially third and shorts. And A.L.A. Quinn Creek's defense prevails with the first 3 and out of the game.
It'll be Carson Mouter on the punt. Their right-footed kicker sends a low line drive kick, and it's going to be fielded there by A.L.A. Quinn Creek. Running with the football to the far side, that is Nate LeDuc. And LeDuc will take the football right near the 49-yard line when he runs out of bounds right into the Red Mountain bench. And for Enoch Watson and company, they get the football for the first time here tonight.
Yeah, Nate LeDuc is a very special football player. He is the son of a former Arizona State Sun Devil, longtime Sun Devil football player. He's a player with multiple Division I offers, including an offer from Arizona State. He will be the quarterback of the secondary, playing some free safety. He rovers inside the box. Tremendous tackler, and like we just seen, he is a threat to house any punt return in the special teams game.
Enoch Watson, QB1, 6'3", 195-pound senior out of Coconino High School, the transfer. First pass of the game, he rifles one near side, and the ball is caught. That is Kingston McCabe. He makes the catch, his 12th catch of the season, and he is close to first down yardage. Chris Castaneda defensively there for Red Mountain.
And they're going to go fast and going to throw the rock. Talking to Kyle Enders about this game, he loves to do so many moving pieces defensively pre-snap where they show too deep and then they rover into cover 3 or vice versa. So many pre-snap Raider movement with the defense. I'm really interested to see the chess game between Kyle Enders and OC Max Hall here tonight.
Oh, I agree with you. For Red Mountain, Rock Miller makes his debut. The transfer out of Mountain View gets a chance to start tonight here for the Mountain Lions out of that linebacking group, and he's involved with an assist there on the run play, running the football for the Patriots. That was their tailback, their starting tailback. That was, we got it over here, that's Brown. Brown on the play, and he'll pick up a couple yards, just enough, Cody, to move the chains.
That's a heck of a tackle, though, by a sophomore linebacker, Jamison Wade. I mean, there's no secret. This is one of the most talented linebacking units in the entire state, and it might very well be the best with Wade and Jennings. And now you add Rock Miller, the Mountain View transfer. They are all tremendous football players and very, very efficient run stoppers.
From the 39-yard line, Enoch Watson on a play fake, rolls to the far side, throws on the run, and the ball is going to be incomplete. Dropping the football at the 29-yard line was Kingston McCabe. Second time tonight he's been targeted. And going back to that linebacker, you mentioned Jamison Blade Wade, a tremendous sophomore player, just learning how to play this game, still very young, but improving from week to week.
Yeah, and I'm watching Enoch Watson a lot here tonight. I watched this film at Coconino High School as a Coconino transfer up in Flagstaff. I think there's one really good is just accuracy on the move. Right there, put an absolute dart. Wide receiver couldn't come up with it, but really nice comeback route there by Enoch.
From the 39, they go to Brown again, working on the left side. Check that. They're going to switch up the ball carrier here.
We got a fumble, Kev.
Yep, fumble on the play, running the football for ALA Queen Creek. That was Diego Morales. And for Morales, interesting for Diego, he's a transfer from Queen Creek. How about getting a football player with 1,300 yards rushing and a guy that has the ability to get over the century mark? He did that multiple times for Queen Creek last year.
And the side ref said he was down on that. We had a pretty good shot of the replay there. Couldn't tell too much with the scrum, but Red Mountain showing you early they are all about takeaways on this defense. First guy gets the tackle, second guy punching the ball out.
Tate Lane in motion to the right. They hand it off again, and with some room in the secondary, running the football for the Pats. They go right back to Diego Morales, and he is making his home debut here tonight for the Patriots. And in the early stages of this football game, he's finding some running room in the middle of the football field.
And what Diego brings is not only experience at a very high 6A level, being a Queen Creek Bulldog transfer, but it adds balance to an offense that really has not been balanced. I mean, they've been very efficient. A lot of those first down, quote-unquote run attempts in a run-and-gun offense, just a quick little arrow or swing passes. It brings the run game and some physicality to this Patriot offense.
Gain an eye from Morales, another play fake, again on the roll, and that pass is complete. Making the catch was Tate Lane. He's the wide receiver, 6'2", 190, a senior. And for Enoch Watson, shows you that athletic ability to get outside, and he can throw the football on the run with accuracy.
Yep, and that was pretty much was their, once again, quote-unquote run game the first 5 weeks. Just easy throws for Enoch, just one read, quick arrow, maybe a backside slam or backside curl. But the accuracy, that is what's really impressed me about his game this year. Coconino High School, they didn't throw the ball a lot. They were predominantly a running team. They had a really good running back last year, and one of the French brothers. Here, Enoch has a better ability to showcase his talent, slinging the rock, and especially running on the throw.
Logan Haney with his 14th solo tackle of the season. Enoch Watson over the middle of the football field, and that ball is incomplete. Watson had trips to the near side, trips bunch, and he elected to go to the opposite side of the football field. Brown back on, and Diego Morales will give way here. Also back on the field is Tate Lane.
Yeah, here's one of the chess pieces, though. You get to play with the inside backers. And so in this defense, knowing what is going to happen with Enoch throwing the rock this many times, you're dropping those inside backers into pass drops. And so right there, Jamison Wade took away kind of that skinny post action, dropping about 10 to 15 yards, staying in the hash, caused an errant throw by Enoch Watson.
3rd down and 11 from the 24-yard line. Watson from the pocket. His pass on the far sideline is incomplete. Haney with the coverage for Red Mountain, and the streaking receiver seemingly open was, we'll go to the other side of the football field. That was Hatcher Arnson. Hatcher Arnson, the fullback, running that wheel route. 6'2", 205 pounds. Looked like he had an advantage on the defender.
Yeah, it looked like if Watson just put a little bit more air under that on the wheel route, letting him run underneath. Nice play by the Red Mountain defensive back, though, causing a break there, and we have our first field goal attempt of the game.
This would be a 41-yard attempt from the far hash from Samuel Hunsaker. He's 4 of 5 on the season. He has a long of 44, and the kick has plenty of leg, and it is right in between the goalposts. So the Patriots fire the first shot here in this 6A East Valley Region football game. It's 3-0 with 6:42 to go in the opening 12.
He smoked that. Had about another 15 yards to go on that field goal attempt. So efficient drive, especially when you put points up on the board against the Red Mountain defense, who's one of the best in the state. I mean, they played Highland last week in a loss tremendously well. They got after Highland, and that is a very potent and efficient offense. And so that's why looking at this game, the defense of Red Mountain, the historic defense, having one of the best defensive coordinators who's now a head coach in the state of Arizona, and a linebacking unit who not only can tackle but covers really well. They're sideline to sideline football players, and then an offense and a new 6A team who has just skyrocketed up the ranks in the state of Arizona, going from 3A, 4A, 5A, 6A, and literally in a blink of an eye. No team that I've seen has moved as quickly up the ranks as ALA Quinn Creek has, and their offense putting up massive numbers against some of the top teams in 6A. This is a perfect marquee matchup.
Tonight's game is presented by Trey Clarkson State Farm Insurance. Call 623-432-1700. Call Trey Clarkson State Farm Insurance. Hunsaker sends another one back of the end zone. No return for Red Mountain. And for Gunnar Moore and friends, they'll have to wait with a chance to return the kick. Simon Lopez on the football field for the second time tonight for Red Mountain in their opening drive, unable to move the football, and they ultimately punted, and it was the Patriots scoring first here in this East Valley Region contest. So Simon Lopez, again, back on the field. He has Bodie Wagner to the near side in a 3-wide receiver package. Also lining up to the outside on the numbers for Red Mountain is Paxton Thorstad, 5'10", 150, a junior wide receiver. Lopez wants to throw it, straight drop back, and he tries to dodge some pressure, and he can't do it. He gets sacked on the play by the Patriots. One of the fellows there for ALA Queen Creek, that was Aaron Carlson. He gets the sack. It's his second of the season. The defensive end, 6', 185, just pressure inside, and was able to get to Simon Lopez.
Yeah, Simon Lopez has faced teams that have brought pressure, but no one brings the house like the ALA Quinn Creek defense. Fully cover 0 across the board on that play, bringing 7, putting back 4. And Simon Lopez, in this offense right here against this defense, it's going to have to be 1-2 read and get the ball out.
They run a 4-2-5, so 2nd and 20. Showing blitz to the outside for ALA is Ryder Ogney. Lopez wants to throw from the pocket. He dumps it off outside of the flat, and making the reception and being thrown down is Isaiah Savoy. Nice catch for Savoy. Just his second game playing here for Red Mountain. Last week he had 13 totes for 34 yards. He had 7 catches for 105, and that's his 8th catch in the last 2 weeks.
And it shows the versatility of Isaiah Savoy, a running back who had 3,000-plus rushing yards at Apache Junction in the 4A level, but doing it out of the backfield, catching the rock, running routes, and he was huge last week, showing what he could do early in this game.
Gain of 14. Deep ball near sideline, and that ball is overthrown and nearly intercepted and dropped. Eli Shaver had a chance at the football, and it would have been Shaver with a lot of real estate to roam, but he just dropped the rock.
Yeah, just watching the corner, he's just in a deep third there. They brought interior pressure, but he was just in a zone turn, going wide, and had a flat guy underneath covering the curl. It looked like Simon Lopez taking the shot, but he had out through his receiver about 15 to 20 yards. It actually looked like the A.L.A. Quinn Creek defensive back was running the route there.
Yeah, it did.
But how about the showing? They have had two sacks already. This defense absolutely getting after the quarterback, showing some tenacity and some ferociousness at home. Nice job by the Patriots defense.
Matter back in punt formation, and we're going to get a whistle on the field for the interception. That was by Eli Shaver. And for Shaver, I believe that's his first pick of the campaign. Hustling onto the field for the Patriots. That looks as though coming on late was Tate Cooley, another corner here in kick coverage. Back deep for the Patriots is Nate LeDuc. And his dad played at Arizona State University. And he also played baseball for GCU. And coming up to retrieve the punt was LeDuc. He fumbles it, and there is a scrum for the football, and it looks as though the Mountain Lions have recovered it. On special teams, Kyle Ender's defense has recovered a fumble on a muff punt by Nate LeDuc.
We've seen momentum swing, with this Red Mountain team so many times over the years, Kevin. This is what they feast off of. We're going to get a great shot here. Just bounced right off the thigh pads. LeDuc is coming up near midfield. And look at the Red Mountain players just hustling down, showing effort on special teams, landing on the rock. And what seemed to be all A.L.A. Quinn Creek early, these are the momentum swingers right here on the special teams turnovers.
This is what we call a pendulum swinging type play. Red Mountain gets the football right back. Savoy is the deep back behind Simon Lopez. He has gunner in motion to the formation. Play fake for Simon Lopez, and now play is halted here. Another whistle as the head linesman comes in with some instruction for a white hat official, which gives us an opportunity to introduce to you our officiating crew. Our referee tonight is Tracy Hernandez. The line judge is Ken Adams. Our side judge is John Pentland. The head linesman is Josh Lectu. The back judge is Troy Stewart. Our field judge is Barrett Furman, and the line judge is Tim Vaughn. That is our 7-man AIA officiating crew. So Bodie Wagner is on the football field. The tight end is Cannon Skidmore. He wears number 0. So you've got Wagner in the slot to the left with Gunnar Moore out to the numbers. Again, the deep back, the lone setback is Savoy. Gets the call here, looking for the edge. Has the edge to the 50, and he'll cut inside a defender and take the ball around the 46-yard line of the Patriots, but a fast run there by Savoy showing you that speed to the corner.
And this is what I thought Red Mountain's game was going to be like. They do have an injury in the backfield. I believe is it George Perkins who is out for tonight's game. But having a player like Isaiah Savoy who already missed the first 5, and at Apache Junction, he was carrying the rock 25, 30 times. I fully expect this game to be a night like that for Savoy.
It could be a shotgun snap for Lopez. He's flushed out of the pocket, rolls to the far side, still wants to throw. Now he's going to tuck it, work up the sideline, and he's going to run out of bounds right in front of his own bench. And you continue to watch the play downfield, and the defensive back and Gunnar Moore doing some jousting on the other side of the football field. But for 4 quarters, Cody, these guys, both these teams are going to be going at each other all night long.
Yeah, what's interesting about a lot of the cover 0 and cover 1 that A.L.A. Quinn Creek does, they actually are very efficient at holding the quarterback run lanes. Sometimes you can get burned if you do not hold the edge or you give up the middle. They do a really good job of being gap disciplined and not letting dual threat quarterbacks hurt them like Simon Lopez. So it's going to be interesting to see what Lopez takes advantage of in this game.
Lopez, a gain of 5, 3rd down and 4 from the 42-yard line. Lopez being pressured, spins out of pressure. He's going to take off and run. He's got the first down, stiffs arm the defender, and then runs out of bounds. What a run there by Simon Lopez, by far the most athletic play he has shown here tonight, and the stiff arm he used on Ryler Ogney.
That's a heck of a stiff arm, a heck of a spin move. The only problem is, Kevin, it looks like this is going to come back. I don't know if one of the Red Mountain players was set at the same time. We might have an illegal shift, or one of the guys out there on the trips field side was not on the line. And, yes, that is coming back. But what an athletic play by the junior dual-threat quarterback.
Entering play tonight for Simon Lopez, Silo 3, 35 totes, 291 yards. That's an 8.3 average, averaging 48.5 yards a carry from the position. 64 is his long. He has 2 games over 100 as the quarterback with 7 touchdowns at Leeds Red Mountain. That's before the arrival of Isaiah Savoy, who was one of 55 1,000-yard rushers a season ago as the member of the Prospectors. Shotgun snap for Lopez, looking left, and he fires left, and on a comeback, it's Gunnar Moore. He makes the reception, and he's forced out of bounds immediately. But you talk about a nice pitch and catch right there. Simon Lopez right on the money on the out route to Gunnar Moore.
Yeah, it's one read. It's a quick comeback. It's something they practice all the time. That play was set up, though, by the senior running back, Isaiah Savoy. He stepped up, picked up the A-gap blitz. They fanned to the field side, so guard and tackle fanned out with the edge pressure, and Savoy stepped up. It's a big-time block. You see all the NFL running backs have to make that to get to that level, and stuck the inside backer, so he did not get to Lopez.
Gunnar Moore with the reception. That's a chain-moving catch, and running the football. They go back to Savoy. This time he tries the right side, and you can see the athletic ability for Savoy trying to keep up on his feet, using his fingertips to stay balanced, and finally he's brought down. But another nice run there by Savoy. Give him a gain of, we'll call it 3.5.
Yeah, to me, this is what Kyle Landers wants to do tonight. You know, control the time of possession, ALA Quinn Creek's not having the rock, and get second and third and manageables all night long.
Twins to the left and now leaving the position. This is a play fake here for Lopez. Being pressured again. The ball's out. It's fumbled, and there's a loose football, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And Simon Lopez got hit, and he was stripped, and he was sacked. And for American Leadership Academy, it's Cord Nunnery making the play.
Yeah, and that time there were 2 players. Savoy was trying to pick up one. He picked up the outside guy. Inside guy knocked it right out of Lopez, getting the sack and punching the ball out with his right hand. Man, this ALA Quinn Creek team, Kevin, is absolutely nasty. 4 sacks on the game already. They are showing the speed and the violence, especially in the blitz game. And they are absolutely getting after Red Mountain's offense currently.
Yeah, they are flying to the football, and they are doing it with a little bit of nastiness, as you just pointed out. All right, change of possession. We go back to Enoch Watson. In motion to the near side, that was Bo Sparks. We have not called Jaden Williams' name just yet tonight. For American Leadership Academy, it's Jaden Williams, a 5A Santan Region second teamer. He's their dude, and we have yet to call his name out here tonight. Running the football for ALA. Looks like they went back to, looks like that was a carry for Diesel Mack. That seem right? From the Red Mountain 49-yard line, out of the gun, it's Enoch Watson. He's got trips on their side. They hand it off and run the ball right up the middle of the football field. Brown with the carry once again for ALA. And they got some dudes up front. When you start to think about their offensive line, Cody, they have a tremendous amount of talent. And guys up front there, Jacob McCabe on the right side. Also on the right side, Riggs Anderson, 6 foot 245. They got an experienced group up front.
Yeah, Riggs is another Quinn Creek transfer. His dad, Joel, was the Quinn Creek wrestling coach. Nasty, physical, understands leverage and body control. Big beefs up front for the Patriots.
3rd 2 from the 46, and that is Brown running the football, and he was denied. Rock Miller was one of the guys over there defensively for Red Mountain, and I believe contributing on the play also was James Krieger out of the strong safety spot.
So, I mean, understand this talent, right? You have Jamison Wade, who was a freshman phenom last year, getting his year number 2 already as a sophomore. You have Champ Jennings, who's one of the top all-you-can-do-it athletic linebackers in 6A football. And then you add one of Mountain View's best defensive players in Rock Miller, who's 6'3", 220, can run and tackle very efficiently. Nasty linebacker room. You see the running back trying to bounce it outside, and Miller's athleticism on full display, tracking him down for a tackle for loss.
Brody Michael from his 40 puts that one up into the night sky with some hang time and angles to the far side, bounces around the 23, and then we'll just carry him out of bounds to the edge of the Red Mountain bench, and that's where Simon Lopez will begin his 4th possession of the night. They've turned it over once, and for Red Mountain in a 3-0 ball game, you have a chance to get your offense going here on this drive.
Yeah, and Red Mountain's defense has saved them both times because both possessions for the Patriots they've had tremendous field positions right near midfield or in Red Mountain territory. Defense playing big for both teams. Red Mountain's offense has killed them with pre-snap penalties, taking away and negating some third down conversions, and of course the turnovers. Have to do a better job of taking care of the football here if they want to win this football game.
So Lopez works out of the shotgun. This drive will begin on the Red Mountain 24-yard line. Snap is back, and this will be a play out in the flat, pass play to Preston Heap. He makes the reception, and I tell you what, a nice pickup on the block there by the running back. Was that Savoy again on the blitz pickup? Because he saved the day and allowed Simon Lopez to get the football out in the flat.
Yeah, I like the little RPO game right here, especially a quick arrow to Preston Heap. Really close block there on it. It looked like inside the shoulder pad, so good block by the outside receiver there and a good pickup on first down.
Eli Shaver is 26th tackle of this season for the Patriots. Working left to right, trailing 3-0 with the final 10 seconds to go here in the quarter number 1. Lopez turns, puts the ball into the gut of Savoy. He works off that left side, and he runs into rather Ogney and company. And that'll be the final play of our first 12 minutes here in Queen Creek, Arizona on the Zone 48 Broadcast Network, presented by Trey Clarkson State Farm Insurance. Our score as we head to the second quarter, it's the Patriots from American Leadership Academy Queen Creek 3 and Red Mountain 0.
It is so weird talking in here.
Jake from State Farm. Thanks for the great rate on my insurance, man.
Wait, but I said Byron got the Patrick price? Thought that was our thing.
Thanks for the killer rate, Jake.
Shreddy Betty got it too?
Patrick, State Farm offers rates that fit anyone's budget, even a man handstand.
Thanks again, Jake. Up top.
I'm gonna go work out these fillings.
For surprisingly great rates that fit any budget, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call or click to get a quote today.
Start of the second quarter, both teams back out onto the field.
Welcome back to the home of the Patriots. I'm Kevin Perrybear alongside Cody Cameron on the Zone 48 Broadcast Network. It's Thursday Night Football, and they put up another 12 minutes on the Long Gene scoreboard. Back to work is Simon Lopez working out of the pistol. They run to Savoy, and Savoy has some running room this time. Running on the outside hash marks there. That was the best run of the night for Savoy, and it looks like he's about, one tackle away from going the distance.
Yeah, great kick-out block on the edge there, and that's what A-Lake Queen Creek does with their edges. They are north to south. How do you combat that? Go off the C gap, go north to south with Isaiah Savoy, a 3,000-plus yard rusher from Apache Junction, transferring in.
Gain of 6, pass again complete to Preston Heap. He makes the tackle around the 40, and he'll work up along the numbers, and he's going to be finally grabbed and thrown down to the turf around the 49-yard line of the Patriots. And Simon Lopez starting to feel a little bit of some confidence here. He's getting rid of the football quickly.
Well, great play calls, but what does running the ball efficiently do, Kevin? It sets up the play-action pass on second down. So when you have a second and manageable like they did, 2nd and 3, 2nd and 2, opens up the playbook. Those inside backers have to stay home and support the special teams.
Savoy again cuts it into the middle, and for Savoy, he's upended. Nice defensive play there by Ognell again. That is Ryder Ogney, and he's had a very, very impressive first half of football here.
Yeah, look at him fight off the blocks too, fighting off multiple blocks, shedding the tackles, swinging outside, and stuffing him, making a good hit. But Savoy, I'm really starting to get that feeling right. He's going to get 30 totes today. He had the 14 carries against Highland. I think they're letting him loose in this game. Game number 2, 25-30 carries for Savoy.
Previous pass play, it was Lopez to Heap for a gain of 11. Chain moving catch and run. It's Savoy again right side, and you can see he's got that hole. It opens up quickly, and then the linebackers have to get involved immediately. Otherwise, you're going to see Savoy in that second and even third level. He's starting to feel it. Looks like he's running downhill with some speed.
Yeah, great kick out block once again by the tackles. They're just kicking out that edge rusher, opening up the power game, which is in the C gap right there. And Savoy's starting to feel it a little bit, and it's Red Mountain's best drive of the night.
Ethan Henson with the tackle for the Patriots. Ball is spotted on the 44-yard line of the Patriots. Third down, and we'll call it 4. The deep back is Savoy. He gets the call here. And actually, they changed ball carriers. Now running the football, that is Landon for Red Mountain. Running the rock, that is Talon Lamb. Lamb, the ball carrier. And that is his 33rd carry of the season, spelling Savoy.
And Lamb is a player that we watched in their opening game against Mesa. He took a couple screen passes deep and a couple really nice runs. So some 6'8" depth here for Red Mountain, especially at a very key position in the backfield.
Give Lamb a game of 4, and that'll move the chains. So Lopez trying to use the hard count, and they have it snap the football. Everybody's going back to the sleeve. And now we're going to get an official's timeout. Our white hat official has indicated that his time, that's Tracy Hernandez. When you talk about tempo, Cody, we know that the Patriots like to throw the rock an awful lot. I think 73% of the time they're throwing the football. But for Red Mountain, they want to slow the Patriots offense just a little bit, keep Enoch Watson off the football field, and establish their own run game and use the clock there a little bit.
Well, the Patriots' last 3 wins, what's been most impressive to me, it's pretty run-dominant teams outside of Pinnacle. O'Connor, they have a 3 running back headed horseman in the backfield there, and they're all very talented.
Running that wing team.
Yep, and they went 9 in the box and made them have to pass, and O'Connor is not efficient at doing that. Mount Point, same thing. 2 Division I running backs in the backfield, had to make them throw. That was a final score of 28-0. Patriots defense absolutely shut out Mountain Point last week.
2 wide receivers to the wide side here for Red Mountain. Against it is Talon Lamb, and Lamb is going to be slammed to the turf. A trio of tacklers there, led by Nate LeDuc and company. And that'll be a loss of a couple of yards for Lamb. It's now 2nd down and 10. Ball spotted on the 38-yard line of the Patriots. Isaiah Savoy has returned to the ball game. He's behind Simon Lopez. Bodie Wagner lines up to the near side. Just inside the numbers in the slot to the left is Gunnar Moore. Make it Gunnar Moore. To the right, it's Heap in the slot. And here comes more pressure, and there's another sack. As Simon Lopez gets dropped to the turf again, it was Cord Nunnery the 2nd time tonight.
Yeah, and also number 7, Ryder Agnew is crushing it off the end here. He had a really nice couple tackles early on, and he is just full speed ahead off the edge. When they're in cover 0 like that, it is, like I said, 1 to 2 read, or you're in max protection with about 2 guys on routes. Simon Lopez has about 1 second to throw the pass, the 5th sack for the ALA Queen Creek defense.
Coming into tonight's game, the Patriots had just 8 sacks as a team through 6 games. We'll double check that number. Lopez back to throw. Here comes more pressure. They pick it up. Being flushed out. Lopez to the outside of the numbers, turns upfield, and he's going to pick up some positive yardage. And now there's a penalty marker thrown right in front of the Red Mountain bench, and that looks like it could be in the area of unnecessary roughness by the Patriots.
Yeah, and he's about 2 to 3 steps out of bounds before he takes a shot from the Patriots defense, and that is a learning moment right there for high school football kids, especially on defense, and that is going to be a Ty Detmer stern talking to, especially on a 3rd and 15. They drop 8 players into coverage, just go 3, and Simon Lopez nowhere near the first down sticks, but Red Mountain takes that 15-yard penalty and will extend their drive.
Ford Nunnery now has 4 sacks, and we double check that. That is indeed correct. It's 8 sacks heading into play here tonight. So that's a 15-yard unsportsmanlike penalty, and Red Mountain now continues their drive here. It's Savoy again, running right and then cutting back inside, running along the numbers. And you can just tell this young man, Isaiah Savoy, has a lot of speed, a tremendous amount of athletic ability, and his cutting ability is also very impressive.
Yeah, north to south runner and a punishing running back. He's a player who benches 330 plus, squats parallel about 415. But Red Mountain right now, they are attacking the right side. Two reasons: boundary. ALA Quinn Creek doesn't. It's a numbers game. You know, a lot of guys towards the field, especially with their cover 0 and cover 1 blitz packages. Also, is close to the Red Mountain coaches, able to get the plays in. 1 or 2 plays to Simon Lopez. They are attacking the right side of this offense.
They're running behind Gabriel Romero and Weston Hancock. Short drop for Lopez. Tries to escape the pressure, and he can't do it. He gets dropped again. And based on the spot of the football, we'll figure out if that's going to be credited for a sack or not. But the Patriots, as Cody pointed out, their front 7 just relentless on the attack.
I mean, they're going to have double-digit sacks at this rate, and this was no secret what they were going to do. They bring the house almost every single down. I am shocked right now Red Mountain's not running the ball more on second down.
4th and 10 from the 25-yard line. Lopez uses the hard count, and he gets movement on that line of scrimmage here by the Patriots, and I think it's going to be used to his advantage. In fact, we do get the sign from our white hat official. It is encroachment, ALA Queen Creek. That is now going to present the situation to, it should be 3rd down and 5 from the 20-yard line. Lopez has Savoy behind him with 2 wide receivers. One to his right, one to his left. Play fake on the boot, dropping it off and making the catch for Red Mountain. Looks like it was Cannon Skidmore, and for Skids, he makes the reception. For Cannon, he's their long snapper. He's the 2nd-rated long snapper in the country, and is also an Under Armour All-American at the long snapper position. That's Cannon Skidmore, the man that just caught that pass.
Yeah, and that's a huge first down conversion there, because Brody Michael, who was the JV quarterback for ALA Quinn Creek last year, had a tremendous track season running the 100-meter. He was coming, guns blazing down, hitting Simon Lopez right when he got that pass off. Nice play by the junior quarterback.
Another handoff and running the football again straight ahead for Red Mountain. And there's Isaiah Savoy, and he picks up a nice gain.
And there's an injury. We have Nate LeDuc running off the field here, Kevin, favoring that left shoulder. He was hurt earlier this year, didn't play in the O'Connor game. If he's not able to go, that is a huge loss for the ALA Quinn Creek defense.
No question there.
They are locking in the secondary right now.
Watson, a 64% completion percentage on the season, 21 tugs, 3 picks. He certainly takes care of the football. 2 backs as they split now. Empty set for Enoch Watson, and now again we will get a timeout. Kyle Enders has elected to take the timeout, and with this timeout we will step aside. You're watching Thursday Night Football on the Zone 48 Broadcast Network, presented by Trey Clarkson State Farm Insurance.
Welcome everyone to Grand Canyon University, located here in the sun-soaked city of Phoenix, Arizona, one of the largest and fastest growing universities in this country, while leading a movement of service and leadership with purpose.
If I line up 10 kids today and say, why'd you choose Grand Canyon? 9 out of 10 will say it's the strength of the community.
I wanted to attend affordable Christian university and a place I could truly thrive.
GCU, they opened the door for me when nobody else would.
GCU truly cares about students and alumni and wants to see us change the world.
Grand Canyon University is a champion of inclusion, community, and equal opportunity for all.
This is the College Tour.
Streaming now on Amazon Prime.
Welcome back to Queen Creek. It's Morales. Started his sweep left and then put his foot in the ground and then turned it upfield immediately. And Morales, the ball carrier, has the first down. And we'll give you a quick injury update here. Unofficially, it looks as though that Nate LeDuc is listed as questionable. And from our vantage point here, Cody looks very doubtful to return with that ice pack on his left shoulder.
Yeah, massive loss for the defense, for the Patriots. Not only in the secondary, but just a great form tackler, too.
Morales working the left side, and here comes a host of defensive players for the Mountain Lions. and they are able to deny Morales to the edge. And you could tell that it's Gamba slow to get up, but that hitting has been ferocious here in the late stages of this first half.
And ALA has ran the ball about double what I thought they'd run the ball the entire game. So they're trying to show balance. Just once again, this Red Mountain defense has been stout. This is by far the Patriots' best offensive drive, especially with that big screen that popped for about 22+ yards. Outside of that, really impressed with the secondary. Really, really impressed. This is a team that has just chunked so many teams the last 3 or 4 weeks. Wins over O'Connor, who's a very stout defense. Pinnacle, who's in that Open 8 discussion right now in those rankings. They blanked Mount Point 28-0, and in that second half, you saw that offense just explode with Enoch hitting a couple deep bombs. That is what this offense likes to do. They have so many intermediate crossing routes and a lot of the trips bunch stuff. They have just great mesh with Max Hall and Ty Detmer, understanding a lot of the receiving routes and the receiving tree. And the big one there is that win over Pinnacle, 29-28 in a miraculous fashion.
And it was how they did it, right? Yes. 13 seconds left. Enoch Watson throws a pass. It's batted down.
Catches it.
He catches his own pass and then takes it 19 yards, busting tackles and putting one in the box, and it ended up being a game winner. That was a heck of a play. All right, Enoch back on second down and goal to go from the 8. Shotgun snap. This is a play fake. Watson being pressured. He slams on the brakes, turns direction, and he is going to finally be bottled up and thrown down. Boy, I'll tell you what, Watson has some pretty impressive footwork. His escapability is top-notch, and he really makes it difficult to tackle him. In fact, I'll just use the term here. He's difficult to tackle in a phone booth. My goodness, he's got some quicks.
Yep, but how about the Red Mountain defense once again, just coming on that field side, not biting on, not sucking in on the play-action pass, and just causing havoc. Really, Enoch never had any time to set his feet and try to deliver a pass. Red Mountain defense, just like ALA Quinn Creek defense, both defenses, Kevin, absolutely getting after the quarterbacks here.
East Valley Region's second teamer Carson Mauter with his stop on Watson on that last particular play. Mauter now playing his 6th game of the season, 27 tackles for Carson. In fact, he has 127 of those in his career. Wearing 33 out there, another versatile player for Kyle Enders.
And it's really incredible what he's done. I remember before we broadcasted Game 1 against Red Mountain and Mason, and Enders was talking about, said, hey, you have all these players that are coming back for you guys, but who's the dude? Who's the guy that you think is going to be so special for your team? He says, heart and soul, Carson Mauter. Everything that he does and represents is Red Mountain football.
He's good people, no doubt. All right, for Watson, it'll be 3rd down and goal from the 8-yard line. Snap is back. Watson's going to take off and run. He's at the 10, and he slips through a tackle, tightropes the sideline, and finally he'll be forced out of bounds. But again, another nice job there of breaking tackles and extending the play with his legs for Enoch Watson.
And look at what makes the first guy, which is Carson Mauter, the first guy miss, and he bulldozes over another defender. You called it, Kevin, hard to bring down, especially one-on-one against one of the best run stoppers and tacklers on the Red Mountain defense. That is a great job by Enoch getting out of bounds and putting a chance for another point on the board here for the Patriots.
How about Chayton Jennings, the other Jennings, picking up an assist right there. So Hunsaker back on. This would be a 21-yard field goal attempt. Snap is back, the placement's down, and the Hunsaker kick is up, and it is good. 17.7 seconds to go, our new score here in Queen Creek. Red Mountain 7, and the Patriots from American Leadership Academy Queen Creek 6. And we mentioned it a couple of moments ago for the Mountain Lion defense, bend but don't break. They'll gladly give up the 3 here versus 6 points.
Well, after the second down screen pass that popped for 20+, that's a big win for Red Mountain because ALA, they are money, especially inside the red zone. That's a very efficient offense. Usually with high-powered offense, when the field shrinks, right, it gets a little bit more difficult. The reason why it does not for ALA Queen Creek is all their meshes. They have so many intermediate and short routes with opening trees where natural picks are coming in their trips bunch set, just especially the high school football where eye discipline is such a big thing for the inside linebacker room. It is so much credit to that linebackers just being disciplined in their pass zones because if you try to go man on that team inside, you are going to get picked, and ALA Quinn Creek will feast inside the red zone.
It's certainly an excellent point. We have Hall of Fame quarterback, former Cardinal Kurt Warner, sending out posts and tweets on X talking about the eye management of particular quarterbacks in the league, and he's just curious on how these quarterbacks continue to operate when they're selling out, locking eyes on particular receivers. It's not good for the development of any quarterback's game.
And just vice versa defensively too. Inside backers, they love to follow inside crosses, trying to hedge and hit. And when you do that, this offense, Max Hall and Ty Detmer, they have one coming right back at you. And there's some serious speed, especially at the slot position for these ALA Quinn Creek receivers. Some receivers we haven't even mentioned yet because Red Mountain has done such a great job of stopping the pass.
Samuel Hunsaker's kick goes into the end zone once again. So for Simon Lopez, with 17.7 seconds to go, it'll be interesting to see what Coach Enders wants to do here. He's just going to feed Savoy, and Savoy works right behind his right guard. His right guard making his first start at the right guard position is Weston Hancock. And when you look at the young man at junior, 6'4", 245, and the right tackle, Gabriel Romero, just a couple of tweaks for this offensive line here for Red Mountain. We have hit triple zeros here at the home of the Patriots here in Queen Creek, Arizona. And we extend the invitation to stay with us for our halftime festivities. You're watching Thursday Night Football on the Zone 48 Broadcast Network, presented by Trey Clarkson State Farm Insurance.
Lead for Red Mountain, 7-6 on top as we head into the half. We'll see if the offense comes to play in the second. We'll step away on Red Mountain TV.
Jake from State Farm. I really want that personal price plan, so I'll admit it. I'm a bath bomb guy.
Dude, you do not need to get that personal. The State Farm Personal Price Plan simply helps you create an affordable price just for you.
For real?
Who's ready for their jazz bath? No?
Who is that guy?
Jazz bath? Call or click to get a quote today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Jake from State Farm. I really want that personal price plan, so I'll admit it. I'm a bath bomb guy.
Dude, you do not need to get that personal. The State Farm Personal Price Plan simply helps you create an affordable price just for you.
For real?
Who's ready for their jazz bath? No?
Who is that guy?
Jazz bath? Call or click to get a quote today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
The world is changing. How business gets done is changing. Energy, success, even the face of entrepreneurship is changing. See how we're changing at bankofthewest.com/change. Bank of the West, the bank for a changing world.
With any deposit checking at Bank of the West, you can make any deposit, anywhere, in any amount per statement. And we'll waive your monthly service charge. Any deposit checking from Bank of the West.
Out here it comes, we can have a little fun, like a thief out on the run, going fast now. It's 2084, we breaking down the doors, and we won't stop till we're at the top floor. Hearts in the morning, come on.
Canyon University, located here in the sun-soaked city of Phoenix, Arizona, one of the largest and fastest growing universities in this country, while leading a movement of service and leadership with purpose.
If I line up 10 kids today and say, why'd you choose Grand Canyon? 9 out of 10 will say it's the strength of the community.
I wanted to attend affordable Christian university and a place I could truly thrive.
GCU, they opened the door for me when nobody else would.
GCU truly cares about students and alumni and wants to see us change the world.
Grand Canyon University is a champion of inclusion, community, and equal opportunity for all.
This is the College Tour.
Streaming now on Amazon Prime.
Care Urgent Care is proud to be the preferred healthcare partner of the AIA. With over 40 clinics in Arizona and more than 135 locations nationwide, we are here for you with quality healthcare you can trust when you need it most. Our sports physicals, on-site labs, and x-rays will save your family time and money. And some of our clinics are open until midnight, 7 days a week. You can even check in online at urgentcareradio.com using our Wahoo service. It stands for Wait at Home or Office. Call us at 1-800-URGENT.
Box combo, please.
At Raising Cane's, we do one thing. And we do it better than anyone else. So why not let our food do the talking? Love in the window. Raising Cane's, only the best chicken finger meals. One love.
You know the best thing about Raising Cane's? Well, we have fresh, never-ever frozen chicken fingers. We also have extra long crinkle-cut fries. Then there's our crisp coleslaw and Texas toast. And, of course, you can't forget about our totally craveable cane sauce. But while all those things are definitely tasty, the best thing about Raising Cane's is simple. We don't make it until you're ready to eat it. Raising Cane's, one love.
Find a location near you by visiting raisingcanes.com.
Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu.
This is the letter I've been telling you about. This letter is for you. From what I hear, you're supposed to be the next Tom Brady. What I'm about to say is important. Never let them call you the next Tom Brady. When they compare you to the GOATs, tune it out. When they say you're a 6th round draft pick, store it away. Compare yourself to nobody but the kid in the mirror. The one who goes all in, all out, and has the crazy confidence to know that who you are today is just a piece of who you're going to become. This letter's for that you. The one no one will see coming. Sincerely, Tom.
What about your dreams, man?
You know the best thing about Raising Cane's? Well, we have fresh, never-ever frozen chicken fingers. We also have extra long, crinkle-cut fries. Then there's our crisp coleslaw and Texas toast. And, of course, you can't forget about our totally craveable cane sauce. But while all those things are definitely tasty, the best thing about Raising Cane's is simple. We don't make it until you're ready to eat it. Raising Cane's, one love.
Find a location near you by visiting raisingcanes.com.
Jake from State Farm. Thanks for the great rate on my insurance, man.
Wait, I said Byron got the Patriot price? Thought that was our thing.
Thanks for the killer rate, Jake.
Shreddy Betty got it too?
Patrick, State Farm offers rates that fit anyone's budget, even my man Handstand.
Thanks again, Jake. Up top.
I'm gonna go work out these fillings.
For surprisingly great rates that fit any budget, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call or click to get a quote today.
We welcome you back to Queen Creek, Arizona. I'm Kevin Derrybear alongside Cody Cameron. We are at home with the Patriots, and the Red Mountain Lions have a 1-point lead. Red Mountain looked pretty good at halftime last week against Highland. They were up 15-10, or at least late stages in that third quarter. They weren't able to hold the lead, but another similar type game, just really good, sound defensive play, and two guys, defensive coordinators that have a very impressive chess game approach to this one.
Yeah, it's a Kyle Enders team, right? So defensively,
Andy.
they're going to play absolutely stout. They capitalized off a turnover on a drop punt, and pressed on both sides, though. On both sides with that A-League Quinn Creek defense as well, they are ferocious. 5+ sacks in that first half. You mentioned in the first half, too, Kevin, that was a team coming into today who had 8 sacks total. All season after 6 games played, they have doubled that just in tonight's performance, and they clogged the lanes. But a huge drive for Red Mountain, capitalized on a couple third down conversions and a late hit. They got to capitalize once again, but A-League Quinn Creek getting the rock with Enoch. He's only thrown the ball 10 times. See if the BYU commit gets loose here in the second half.
Isaiah Savoy has paced the Mountain Lion offense, 13 totes, 51 yards, and his first touchdown as a member of the Mountain Lion football team. It's 7-6, and Red Mountain is ready to put this one in play. It's Kai Evans back deep here for ALA. It's Bo Sparks from his own 3 to the 10, the 15, the 20, 25, and out to the 30-yard line, and he's going to be tripped up and he'll fall towards the 35-yard line. Outstanding return here for Bo Sparks as Enoch Watson begins play here in the second half.
Yeah, electrifying return, his second one of the game. I thought he was going to burst loose, one of the first ones after the touchdown drive from Red Mountain. Right up the gut, good blocking, and one of the Red Mountain football players just able to get him by the shoestrings to stop a touchdown.
Unofficially a 30-yard return for Bo Sparks. Gotta love that name. There's great names for this team. Nate Leduc has been ruled out of this football game for Ty Detmer. 7-6, here we go. It's Enoch Watson, puts the ball into the tailback's gut and running the football straight ahead is Diego Morales, the one-time Queen Creek football player. A 1,300-yard rusher, multiple games over the century mark for QC. Ends up here just down the road from Queen Creek High School, but it seems like in some cases the rich just get richer.
Yeah, brings balance to an offense who has thrown the ball 30-plus times a football game. They're still going to look to do that, you know, as we look at the pass attempts 10 here. If they were trailing consistently in this game, that will get back up to 15, 20 more attempts here in the second half. But Diego bringing a nice balance to the Patriots offense.
From the 38-yard line, it is Morales again. He gets to the 40 and he's going to be ripped down. Excellent defensive play by one of the backers for Red Mountain. It looked as though it was Champ Jennings making the tackle. And for Champ Jennings, all he does is tackle people. In fact, he has 12 double-digit tackle games in his career. He's had 19 twice.
Tremendous wrestler, understanding of leverage, body control, form tackler. Champ Jennings does it all for Red Mountain defense.
That was career tackle number 265 for the talented number 42. His pops played at Arizona State University. Enoch Watson with the football for the Patriots at their own 40-yard line. 3-wide receiver package. They go to Morales. He works the left side, and he picks up a couple yards. And based on the spot of the football, it'll be close. I think it'll be a measurement. Now they're going to indicate that is a first down. By the nose of the football for Diego Morales.
How about the Patriots offense? 3 runs to open up the second half. I can't tell you how many series all season they've had 3 consecutive runs, especially in a close game like this. Showing the balance and chewing some clock and trying to get back at that time of possession.
Coach Enders and the scheme they have put on here tonight, they've definitely shown Enoch Watson some looks he hasn't seen prior to this evening. On the 48, Morales again trying to dodge some tacklers. Here comes a flag into the middle of the football field thrown by the umpire. And it looks like the umpire, what a throw of the hanky right there, but it's in that area of holding, Cody.
Yeah, we have a couple of the Patriots players saying that was a face mask grab as Morales got to the second level. But we'll get the call in here from the ref.
Once again, our officiating crew, and you might be right, Cody, looks like it is going against Red Mountain. The referee is Tracy Hernandez. Our umpire there is Ken Adams. So it'll be a 15-yard penalty. And for Enoch Watson and company in this Patriot-led offense, That's a huge gift on the 15 yards. Now they have the football with a 1st and 10 on the Mountain Line 36-yard line, trailing by a point. 9:53 to go through the third quarter. In motion for ALA, that is Bo Sparks. Watson with some time, back to throw. And now he's going to tuck it and move to the 30. Make a next move at the 25, and he will fall towards the 20-yard line. Again, it's that footwork for Enoch Watson. Just things you can't teach, but he's got a gift with those extending plays with his legs.
Yeah, really impressed with the elusiveness. First time all night, Red Mountain was not gap discipline. Edge guy gets sucked in. Enoch takes advantage of it, but what's the first move? Good breakdown by Enoch Watson, making the guy miss and picking up a 15-plus yard gain.
Anthony Gamba was there to make the final stop, but not before Enoch Watson was able to extend the play and get a first down. 1st and 10 from the 23-yard line. Snap back on a play fake for Watson. Looks left, fires to the left side, and the ball is caught at the 4-yard line. And making the catch was Jaden Williams. The first time tonight he has caught the ball. That is his 35th catch of the season.
Yeah, he's one of those players, extremely talented football player, one of the best receivers in all of the 6A conference this season. He just always seems to get on top of the defense. Great play by LA Queen Creek.
They spot the football at the 1. This is Morales as he tries to crash in, and he can't. He was absolutely stonewalled on the left side. And it was the right side of the defensive front by Red Mountain making the play. One of the guys that seemed to be in the vicinity was Rock Miller, Deuces. Now Watson will move Morales behind him. Ball's on the 2. They turn the handoff to Morales running left, trying to get to the edge, and he is close but didn't get there. Another outstanding open field tackle by Red Mountain. Logan Haney, the safety, coming downhill with the stop.
That's a tremendous job by Haney, tracking him down the shoelaces. A touchdown-saving tackle out in the boundary by the Red Mountain defense. Great play.
One thing we've seen tonight from the secondary from the Mountain Lions, they have been wrapping up in space and doing a spectacular job at that. Ball's placed on the 2. 3rd and goal from the 2. Watson has everybody vacate the backfield. Now he has 5 wide receivers to work with. Snap is back. It's a direct run. It's a design run, and Watson is going to bang in and score a touchdown. So Watson is in the end zone, and the Patriots score first here in half number 2.
What an opening drive there for the Patriots. Efficient, converting on 3rd downs, doing it with the legs. Only one pass attempt in that entire drive, utilizing Diego Morales, Bo Sparks, and the legs of the senior BYU commit, Enoch Watson. And it's the legs. Once they spread out, you kind of had that feeling Watson was going to tuck it and go on a little quarterback draw. And the big BYU commit hits Pater for 6.
Watson called his own number. That was number 8. And now they're going to go for 2 balls placed to the 3-yard line. 2-point conversion try here. Play fake for Watson. Has a man open in the end zone, and that ball is caught for the 2-point conversion. Making the reception in the end zone was Hatcher Arntzen, his 2nd catch of the game. In fact, he caught the first play of the game, and now the most recent play he's caught for a successful 2-point conversion. Absolutely wide open in the end zone.
Yeah, I love the play call there by Max Hall and Ty Detmer. Natural pick play down in the red zone. Every team should have 1 or 2 plays in the back pocket. Backside slant, and then the H-back arrows. Natural pick. If you are not zoning that, it is pretty much 9 times out of 10 that outside player is going to get picked. Exactly what just happened for Red Mountain right there. And ALA Queen Creek strikes gold to open up the second half.
Our new score is 14-7. The Patriots have a lead. Interesting number here for Enoch Watson. Before play tonight, 6 games played, 51 carries, just 84 yards. Hard to imagine with that athletic ability and elusivity, as we mentioned. A 1.6-yard average. He's scored twice, now make it 3 times after that touchdown run by Enoch Watson. High, deep, end-over-end kick, and it is taken by Red Mountain's Gunnar Moore. Gunnar Moore to the outside, out across the 20 to the 25-yard line, and he will be tackled there. Good special teams work by the Patriots. One of those guys down there making the play. That was 1-4, and wouldn't you know, we don't have a 14 on the roster. It's hard to imagine.
One every game where we got the imaginary players. So here's the answer. This is where I want to see Simon Lopez and this Red Mountain offense take an answer. Don't have to change your game plan. I would still run the rock for Savoy. Really good first half there from the Apache Junction transfer. Also had his first touchdown in a Red Mountain uniform there in the second quarter. Don't have to change any of that. Still run the rock, only down by a score.
There goes Skidmore in motion to the right from the 25-yard line as Lopez out of the pistol. Snap is back, and it's going to be Lopez on the design run. Lopez to that linebacker level, still spinning and finally tripped up around the 31-yard line, but Simon Lopez doing his best. Enoch Watson with that spinorama move.
Well, and that's where I really think he's won this job. You know, when you clearly, obviously, we're in week 7 now with this Red Mountain team, but early on was when he was put in as a starter because of an injury to Heap. His dual threat ability really set the edge. And some of his stats throughout this game, a couple times, 100-plus rushing yards from Simon Lopez. He's a real deal.
Henson and Shaver combine on the stop. Here's Savoy, first carry of the second half, and what a burst for Savoy. He's into that second level, and he gets up fired up after his best run of the night.
And when you talk about the second level for the Patriots, they're without their best player back there in Nate LeDuc. He is rolled out of this game on the sideline with the sling and ice on his shoulder. And so when you pre-snap watch this, as LeDuc is actually coaching the player who's in his first position now, that's a huge loss in the second half of the Patriots.
Gain of 11 for Savoy on the naked boot, and with pressure in his face, Simon Lopez had to get rid of the football in a hurry. He had a receiver streaking in the flat. I believe that was Cannon Skidmore, the tight end. And you look at Skids, he has grown up a little bit since we saw him a year ago, and look at the size of that young man. We've already mentioned he's the number 2 ranked long snapper in the country and an Under Armour All-American. What an accomplishment for Cannon Skidmore.
Just not a lot of time for Lopez because A-League Quinn Creek bringing the house every play.
For the Mountain Lions, 42-yard line out of the pistol again. On a play fake for Lopez. He's going to tuck it and run. Lopez in space at the 45, cut back toward the 50, and again he spins towards the 49-yard line of the Patriots. An impressive run by Simon Lopez.
You know what's impressive there is the cutback as A-League Quinn Creek, they have outside edge. The cut against the grain, making the second level players miss and picking up about 8 yards there on that second and 10.
He put a juju on Aaron Carlson, and it just changed direction. 3rd down and 2 from the Patriots 49-yard line. It's a 14-7 ball game. 6:16 to go in quarter number 3. Savoy, the deep back, gets the call here, works the middle of the football field, and he is going to be driven backwards. He did not get the first down. Give him a yard, and it was Brody Michael, among others, there to make the stop. The inside linebacker with his 62nd tackle of the season.
Yeah, without hesitation, it looks like Red Mountain's going to go for this. Oh, they're taking Simon Lopez out. We might have a wildcat formation here with Isaiah Savoy. Something he has done.
Silo 3, he's still in.
Oh, Silo 3's in, excuse me. I was going to say, Savoy did that about a million times at Apache Junction, so it is in the arsenal. I wonder if they go under center in a close formation here.
For Savoy, he only rushed for some 1,800-plus yards. All right, this is a possession play. It's 4th down and 1. Lopez under center. How low can you go here? Long count, the turn, the handoff to Savoy, and Savoy is going to bang around, and he's going to have the first down. He needed 1, and he got it 1.5.
Yeah, it's a great play call. It's the same play call as the touchdown. They bring the H-back right behind the B-gap. Savoy follows it with an eye blocker right in the middle, and they pick up the first down.
14-7, our score. The Patriots have the lead over the Mountain Lions. 6A East Valley Region contest here this evening. Gunnar Moore back on the football field, and he will move to the other side of the line of scrimmage. On the far side, it's Bodie Wagner along the numbers. They've got single coverage if they want to go that route. Single coverage to the near side for Gunnar Moore. All-out blitz. Here comes Savoy. This time the ball carrier, and Savoy is going to do a nice job of running the football field, running to the north end zone, and got skinny at the right time and pick up about a 9-yard gain.
Going right against on the right side, just great kick out block by Skidmore, pushing out the edge rusher, and Savoy exploding through the second level, and that is how you would beat this defense in combating. They bring so much pressure off the edge. C-gap power game, wide open for Red Mountain.
Now over 70 yards running for Savoy. Play fake for Simon Lopez. Works the right again, and he's going to be tripped up. A nifty tackle there by Jonah Shaver. Shaver with his 36th tackle of the year, and that play could have gone for big yardage if Shaver wasn't there to take down Simon Lopez.
Yeah, quarterback counter, pulling both backside guard and tackle. It really looked like Lopez had an alleyway to explode down the right sideline, and a tremendous tackle, and what really looked like a touchdown-saving tackle there.
There goes Skidmore in motion. 2 wide receivers to the wide side. It's Savoy again. Savoy to the secondary. Savoy trying to slip out of the tackle, and as he's running along the hash marks on the far side, another powerful run by Isaiah Savoy, and he's starting to get his mojo going here.
Yeah, and it's a series that is identical to the touchdown series in the second quarter. Just massive chunks off the clock in second and manageable positions, owning the time of possession.
Gain of 7 for Savoy. He gets the call again as he kind of tiptoes through the line of scrimmage and then gets that linebacker level, and they pop him there pretty good. For Savoy, with last week's 105 yards in reception yards, for Isaiah, he has had 12 straight games of 100-plus scrimmage yards. So he is a bell cow type back, and again, just making his second start of the season for Kyle Anders' football team here for Red Mountain.
Yeah, 3rd and 1 play here, Kevin, but no doubt in my mind we're in 4th down territory.
3rd and 1 from the 26-yard line of the Patriots. Long count for Lopez. Snap is back. It's Savoy, first man through, and once again, it's all about the spot of the football. And really, for the front 4 of the Patriots, they've started to stiffen up on Savoy, and Savoy is earning every yard that he's picked up here.
Yeah, and Red Mountain.
First down.
Yeah, first down. Even with 8 or 9 in the box, they're going to stick to this game plan. They run so efficiently against that right side. You highlighted that right side earlier in the first half, doing a great job of just utilizing Savoy's legs, who's probably up to about 20 carries now in this game already, Kevin.
Give him 2 on that sequence. 2:14 to go in a 7-point ball game. Lopez has Bodie Wagner on the jet action. They turn, they hand it to Savoy, and Savoy is going to be gang tackled on the numbers right around the 29-yard line. And nothing doing that time for Savoy as they try to pull all the blue shirts off the pile. One of those guys there in position to make the tackle was Luke McBratney. McBratney, the defensive end, 6 foot, 200-pounder. That is a loss of 4. So McBratney, a TFL. Single coverage to the near side for Bodie Wagner as the Mount Lions and head coach, or in this case, offensive coordinator, Brian McDaniel, signals the play in. 2 wide receiver package for Lopez. Snap is back. Simon looks left. Lost one towards the near end zone. He's got a receiver there. It's Bodie Wagner. He leaps. He makes the catch. And that will be a Red Mountain touchdown. A 29-yard scoring pass from Simon Lopez to Bodie Wagner.
What an incredible pitch and catch there by Simon Lopez to Bodie Wagner. The defensive back, Tillman Molyneux, was in perfect spot. Just hip to hip, back of the end zone jump ball. We're going to get a great replay here from our camera crew. And as you watch, Bodie Wagner just ripping that ball out as he hits the ground. Full possession and touchdown for 6 for the Red Mountain offense.
For Bodie Wagner, a team-leading 23rd reception and a team-leading 5th touchdown catch off the arm of Simon Lopez. And you talk about an arch or a loft for the football, the touch on the ball to allow Bodie Wagner to go up and make a play. That was tremendous football.
Yeah, perfect pitch and catch. We're going to get another great replay here. And Simon Lopez with the play action knows he has one-on-one. Actually, this is a play right before that. Lopez understanding the one-on-one, taking the deep shot with one of the best receivers on his team, and Wagner ripping the ball out of the hands of the corner, who was once again in great position, but a tremendous play by Bodie Wagner.
Kai Evans drills the point after try with 1:16 to go. Our new score, Red Mountain 14, American Leadership Academy 14. And on that drive, 13-play drive resulting in 75 yards, taking 6:41 off the play clock. A lot of that was set up by the hard running, the powerful running, and the beatdown that Isaiah Savoy put on the front 7 of the Patriots.
And I mentioned it right before that series, stick to your game plan. You know, you want to run the right side, you want to run it efficiently, be in the third and manageables, do it all. Because once you get in that 2nd and 10, which Red Mountain was doing, the first and second series of this game, A.L.A. Quinn Creek was going guns a-blazing in cover 0, but great drive there from the Red Mountain offense.
Here comes Bo Sparks on the return. Bo Sparks looking for some space, spins out of a would-be tackler and then takes the ball to the 28-yard line. All kinds of flags come in, and a lot of the Patriot contingency here upset with that late hit, and we'll wait for the officials to talk this one over. But one of the players that was in position to defend for Red Mountain was Alfonso Gloria. He did not make the tackle, but he was there and forced the issue on this young man running with the football right here, Bo Sparks.
Yeah, Bo Sparks now 3 kickoffs in a row, getting to the 30 or 30 plus. It's that last late hit right there, and on pretty much adding to the pile. And Kyle Enders would be the first one to tell you the stupid mistakes. Stupid mistakes keeping teams that are very good. A-Leigh Quinn Creek, look at the resume. They are a top 10 team in the state of Arizona currently. And you do stupid mistakes like that, teams like that will take advantage of. Now they have tremendous field position.
With the James Krieger unsportsmanlike penalty, Enoch Watson will begin this drive on his own 44-yard line. Red Mountain rushing 4, and they go right up the middle of the football field. Running on the near hash marks, they go back to Brown, and for Brown, Brandon Brown playing in his 6th game, making his 7th now. 62 totes for 187 yards, and he picks up about 31.5 yards a game. So after that 6-yard run for Brant Brown, ball is spotted at midfield on the near hash marks. 14-14 our score. Final 30 seconds of quarter number 3. Knee-high snap for Enoch. Pumps, takes off. Now he's going to show and go. And he gets to the 49-yard line, and he runs into the Blade. Jamison, the Blade, Wade cut him down at the 49-yard line.
Yeah, Jamison Wade doing a great job of getting under his feet, reading the hips of Enoch Watson, and just stuffing the quarterback. Get a great replay here. Just a great job by Jamison Wade, breaking down, wrapping with his hands, and making the tackle. Enoch Watson, Kevin, has only thrown 11 times in this football game. A BYU commit who is averaging 30-plus pass attempts. He gained 11 times in this game.
The Jamison Wade tackle is the final play of quarter number 3, and for Jamison Wade, he picked up his 2nd tackle of the game. He now has 43, and we have played 36 minutes here in Queen Creek, and you wouldn't expect it any other way. Red Mountain 14, the Patriots from American Leadership Academy 14. We're going to take a break and pay some bills. You are watching Thursday Night Football on the Zone 48 Broadcast Network, presented by State Farm Insurance.
Jake from State Farm. Thanks for the great rate on my insurance, man.
Wait, but I said Byron got the Patrick price? Thought that was our thing.
Thanks for the killer rate, Jake.
Shreddy Betty got it too?
Patrick, State Farm offers rates that fit anyone's budget, even a man handstand.
Thanks again, Jake. Up top.
I'm gonna go work out these feelings.
For surprisingly great rates that fit any budget, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call or click to get a quote today.
Welcome to the 4th quarter here from American Leadership Academy, Queen Creek. I'm Kevin Derryberry alongside Cody Cameron. And before we can snap the in quarter number 4, we're going to get a timeout taken on the field. How often do you see that? Red Mountain will take the timeout. It's 3rd down and 6. And I think it's a little bit too early to kind of see how they line up their offense and then play a little poker here and take a timeout. But in this case, a 14-14 ball game. We were just talking off the air. We've been entertained up here in the broadcast booth. Missed the ambiance outside just a little bit, but excellent press box. We've had air conditioning here. Detmer tonight, second to none.
Thursday Night Lights, we've had a heck of a broadcasting schedule already. 6 games away broadcasting this season. Just talking about that we're almost 3/4 of the way through the regular season of the state of.
That's hard to imagine.
100 degrees still today. You know, I mean, think about that. So every kickoff of the state, but they're such a schedule, and to have a game like this, 6 that are battling for playoff spots, and not just that, being top top 8 teams in the state of Arizona and representing the Open Division champs. Can't ask for a better marquee matchup.
Yeah, this was a showdown. Ty Detmer, now in his 3rd season as the front man for the Patriots, just 23-5. He was the 5A Santan Region Coach of the Year, much like his counterpart, Kyle Enders, who was the East Valley Region Coach of the Year 1 season ago. Snap back to Enoch Watson. Here comes pressure, and it was Champ Jennings applying the pressure, and he gets the hurry. How about Champ Jennings? Looked like he got shot out of a cannon at that linebacker spot and put a hit on Enoch Watson.
What makes Champ Jennings such a fun player to watch is he shoots out of a cannon. When he goes and turns it on full speed, he is electrifying. And to say that about an inside linebacker, right? Because usually we're talking about running backs, slot receivers, X receivers, dual threat quarterbacks. This is a middle linebacker playing with that type of speed, that type of aggression. I love to watch that. He making his presence felt on the biggest 3rd down, on one of the biggest stages, and just it creates an errant pass there from Enoch Watson.
I was a fantastic football player. It looks like the Mountain Lions are trying to get a block on here, and that punt is off and back deep for Red Mountain. Fielding this punt was Chris Castaneda, but before the punt, we got a penalty marker thrown on the play, and it appears as though the preliminary indication with our white hat official here, Mr. Hernandez, it was a delay of game assessed to the punt team for ALA. In punt formation is Brody Michael. 14-14 ball game in the 4th quarter. And that punt is a kind of an awkward punt, and it is a line drive kick, and the ball will carry out of bounds. Let's see where the line judge ends up at the 35. Continues to walk up, and he will stop at the 40-yard line, and that's where Simon Lopez will begin this drive here in the 4th quarter in a 14-14 ball game.
That's a pretty costly penalty there just in terms of the field position, and as we get into the 4th quarter, that's massive, Kevin, because heck, the punt previously was fielded at about the 10 to 12-yard line. Now Red Mountain starting this next series right at the 40.
Our statistician tonight, Tyler Ebel, with the indication that was a net 16-yard punt for Mr. Brody Michael. From the 40-yard line, the deep back is Savoy. 2 wide receivers to the left of Simon Lopez. Gets the snap, the turn, the give, and on the stretch it's Savoy. And Savoy again just lowers the shoulder and blows up a would-be defender after a 9-yard gash on the left side.
Kevin, doesn't feel like he's ready to break one. You know, he has gotten to the second level numerous times here in the second half. Look at the ball security. Actually takes a pretty good pop right there from one of the ALA Quinn Creek safeties. Good tackle from the Patriots defense. But second level burst, Savoy has it, and he's pretty close to breaking one loose here.
Yeah, he is in that special category. There goes Skidmore in motion. Winds up to the edge of the formation. A play fake for Simon Lopez. 7-step drop, scrambles, continues to evade pressure, and Simon Lopez was absolutely masterful to get away from trouble. We talk about unannounced plays and elusivity and explosiveness and all those things, all those cliches. We saw a lot of that right there in one play from Simon Lopez.
Yeah, how about the shake and bake, shaking about 2 to 3 would-be tacklers, just leaving them on ice skates there, picking up the first down, doing a good job of protecting the rock, taking a hit too, getting down. Great play by Simon Lopez.
Unofficially a gain of 10 for Silo 3, and he's starting to pick up the mojo here for Red Mountain, working left to right in Patriot territory. Another hard collision on a run play on the far side, and that time running the rock for Red Mountain. That's their number 2 tailback, and he's deserved that role as the number 2. That was Talon Lamb. And guys flying around to the football, another hit there. It was Brody Michael with his 64th tackle of the season. Gain of 5 for Lamb. 2nd and 5 for Simon Lopez at the Patriot 40-yard line. In the slot to the right for Lopez is Bodie Wagner. He's got Gunnar Moore just inside the numbers on the right side. Quick hitter to Lamb. Lamb working the left side, and he'll pick up about 2, maybe 3 yards before he's taken down by the Patriot defense.
Yeah, it was a great job there by Andrew Grumsering, coming off a block, making the tackle right at the line of gain. But these 3rd and manageables that Red Mountain have really put themselves in after the 2 series. Why? They're not letting ALA Quinn Creek get in the backfield with speed on a lot of their cover 0 blitzes because they're running the rock efficiently. It's opening up the play action pass game.
Brian McDaniel's offense now, they want to play with a little tempo, and now we're going to get a timeout. That's the second of the half taken by Coach Enders. And with 9:31 to go in this fourth quarter in a 14-14 ball game, hey, the only thing that's at stake is positioning in the 6A East Valley region. And that positioning would consist of, with a win for the Patriots, they're in the thick of things in the open division. And with a win for Red Mountain, they're back into a big-time opportunity to win the 6A East Valley region with a lot of football to play.
Yeah, and A-Lake Quinn Creek's in the absolute gauntlet. And I would actually argue this entire conference is gauntlet because they go at Highland, hosting Williamsfield, and then at Queen Creek, and that is actually turned in. It's the first time they played last year in the Andy Liberta Classic. Andy Liberta, one of the best sports reporters to ever do it, especially out here. I mean, he absolutely loves these two teams.
Great man.
Great man. But that, just when you talk about community presence, A-Lake Queen Creek versus the old traditional Queen Creek High School, it is a nasty, ferocious rivalry, even though they've only played once. And I know both those teams are looking to get after it in that last game.
I believe in a couple weeks, the Zone 48 will be at Queen Creek for Queen Creek and Highland, and that also sets up to be a phenomenal game. 9:31 to go, 3rd down and 5 from the 40-yard line. Bunch set. This is Simon Lopez, and he is strung out and unable to get any positive yards. So great defensive play by the Patriots. You talk about staying home, reading keys, and they did a great job of stringing Simon Lopez out.
Yeah, the junior middle linebacker, 6'1", 200-pound Jalen Jones.
Long count. See if they go for a fake. They do. They get it to the up back, and the up back is going to be denied at the...
Oh, second effort, Kevin. He might have got it with the second effort. Oh, no, just short. They were marking him just short.
It looked as though that the up back was Jennings. Yeah, Champ Jennings was the ball carrier. The direct snap to Jennings, he was the up back in punt formation.
I think it was Carson Mauder.
42.
Oh, was there a fumble?
Let's see if we can have our technical producer, the best in the business, Greg Jones, bring that one up for us one more time if possible before we get this play on the way. We'll sneak it in. And it didn't look like the ball came out, but we continue to look for it. Well, the ball must have been fumbled out of bounds. All right, on the change of possession, Enoch Watson gets the football back. His team in a 14-14 battle. And running the sweep, and there's nothing doing at all. We'll go back to the same thing. Talk about staying at home on the edge for Red Mountain's defense. A magnificent play to stop Diego Morales, the former Bulldog.
Yeah, you have Champ Jennings and Rock Miller, two linebackers that are almost identical in size now. One being 42, the other being 22, just getting after the ball carriers. But I actually really appreciate what the Patriots are doing here. They're trying to bring a balanced attack to it, understanding, hey, this is probably not a game we could throw 30, 35 times. We have to run the ball efficiently.
Twins to the right, twins to the left. Handoff again, and a nice little jump cut, and then taking the football into that second level was Morales, and he put a move on in there. You talk about a shoulder dance and that shoulder dip. He was impressive there.
Well, how about the finish, too? Just finishing with the punishing run, dipping that shoulder, utilizing his leverage, and just pounding the Red Mountain secondary football player to pick up 9 yards on second down.
Gain of 9. How about Logan Haney? He took a shot on that play as Morales delivered the brunt of that hit, but Haney another tackle. He's got 6 of those here tonight. Watson now faces a 3rd down and 1. Ball is placed on the far hash mark on the 45-yard line. Inside 8 minutes to play. Big play, quick snap. It's Morales, and again, he uses that jump cut, and he's still on his feet. To the edge, he's got the first down, lowers the shoulder, and he is blowing up people. You don't see Champ Jennings take a minute to get back up on his feet, and that time, Champ Jennings was slow to get up as Diego Morales is popping people as he finishes the run.
Well, how about the vicious stiff arm, too, as he bounces outside into the field space. Big stiff arm right there, and another finish against 2 to 3 would-be tacklers, running right through him. Big-time showing of the senior tailback, Diego Morales.
Gain of 8, and he put a stiff arm on James Krieger. Wow. They have another attitude back there. Mountain Lions showing blitz, and it's Morales And Morales is going to be tripped up. Somebody on the interior of the line like Rock Miller or Carson Mouter should be credited with that tackle. But for Diego Morales, he's running with some authority here.
11 pass attempts all game from Enoch Watson. Heck, pretty much more utilizing his legs. But to me, this is just major credit to Ale Quincrica doing prep on this game, fully expecting 30 passes a game, completely switching up the game plan, utilizing the running backs.
Tackle number 31 for Carson Mouter. Gain of 3, 2nd and 7 for the Mountain Line, 44-yard line. Watson going outside. Making the catch on the bubble screen was Taylor Searle, and he'll work up the far sideline with a big gainer. And he got a bundle on that, but let's see what the penalty call is here. There's a flag thrown on the 44-yard line on the near boundary, Cody. And this one looks like it's coming back, and it is. That will negate a big play. So the penalty is assessed to the Patriots. They'll wind the clock, put it back in motion. 6:28 to go. Perhaps special teams might have something to do with the finish of this one. Both field goal kickers, we saw them in pregame warm-up and at halftime, and both kickers have plenty of leg to work with.
Yeah, and I don't hate the call by Red Mountain going for it on that 4th and 4, the direct snap. I think it was just a better play from the Ale Quinn Creek punt return team.
Watson back to throw, rifles a pass near side, and making the catch for the Patriots was Jaden Williams. Second time this evening he has hauled in a pass from Enoch Watson, and you have to credit the secondary all night long for Red Mountain to slow these guys down.
Yeah, they're dropping about 6 to 7 in coverage, not nearly bringing in as much pressure as the Patriots defense, but also credit the Patriots front guys. I think they blocked tremendously well here tonight. And it's just been a really good football game. I think both sides, that offensive line and that defensive line, phenomenal. It's that chess game that we anticipated so much, and both teams are really playing some good football here, Kevin.
Watson to Williams for a gain of 7. 3rd down and 5 for the Mountain Line 42-yard line. Watson sidearms one to the middle of the football field, and there's nobody home. He ran out of arm on that particular pass, throwing into triple coverage. Second time this evening we've seen him do that. And it looks as though the Mountain Line defense will stiffen here and force a punting situation.
And guess the football player who came barreling down once again on a 3rd and 5, the senior middle linebacker, Champ Jennings. Champ Jennings right in the quarterback's face, creating the errant throws. Those are the crossing routes, intermediate crossing routes that I talked about so much. Both outside backers staying home in their pass drop, and the Mike backer, Champ Jennings, the captain of that defense, comes barreling down the A-gap.
Over 265 career tackles. Here's a fake for the Patriots, and as they get to the boundary, it's all about the spot. You can see Coach Enders on the far sideline saying, no, deny. He did not get it, and we're waiting for them to put the sticks down and reposition everything.
And he's short, Kevin.
The Mountain Lions got it done. They stiffen, and they deny the 4th down fake on the sweep by the Patriots, and we have two football teams going at it here tonight, both gambling on 4th down, and both defenses come up big.
Yeah, how about back-to-back direct snaps, both similar positions too. 4th and 4, 4th and 5 range. They both work the boundary side, the short side towards their own sidelines, and both defenses doing a tremendous job of making stops.
Silo 3 back on the football field in a 14-14 tie. 5:51 to go. It's Savoy. Patiently works, and he tries to make a move and turn it upfield, and he can't do it. He's tackled behind the line of scrimmage once again as the Patriots were in the backfield.
Yeah, it's a great job of the free flowers, the secondary players, the inside backers, scraping over the top, wrapping up, and a nice game tackle from the Patriots defense.
Excellent work by the Pats. Loss of 1 for Savoy. Tight formation with 2 wide receivers for Simon Lopez. The deep back remains Isaiah Savoy. He's had himself a night tonight. 5:14 to go. Lopez continues to wait. Works out of the pistol. Snap is back. The turn, the fake. Naked boot. Going to drop it off for Skidmore at the 40. And he'll be grabbed down around the 44-yard line. Excellent open field tackle by the Patriots. Nice route by Skidmore. But you have to credit the Patriots defensive play of Brody Michael.
Well, it shows you the speed of Brody. Like I said, he was their JV quarterback last year. Went on the track and just dominated the track and field scene this spring. They asked him to become an outside backer when Enoch Watson transferred in, and he's played phenomenal there in that role.
3rd down and 6 for Kyle Anders' offense. 14-14 tie inside 5 to play in this East Valley Region football game. We're in the QC. Lopez has gone all the way at quarterback for the Mountain Lions. The turn, the handoff to Savoy. Savoy looking for a running lane, and he's got one, and we'll see how close he is to the first down. It looks as though from the line judge that he's about a yard short, maybe a half a yard. No, we're going to go with a full yard, Cody T.
Yep, that's a full yard, and without hesitation, the Red Mountain coach is leaving that offense in here. 4th and 1. I fully expect the same play they've ran back-to-back 4th down plays. They're going to go tight scrum. They're going to move the H back into the B gap, and in a little pre-snap motion and run Savoy right behind that and the I formation tailback.
You can certainly run with your quarterback, but they're going to go tight to the formation. Heavy set here, I formation. There goes Skidmore in motion under center. It's Simon Lopez. 4th and 1. The handoff to Savoy. He's hitting the backfield. He's denied again. What a defensive play by ALA Queen Creek. Shooting the gap was Ryder Ogney was one guy there. And McBratney also was there.
Yeah, we're going to get a great replay here, and they did that. They did exactly that. It's the same play, motion, the H-back, and it's McBratney, the junior, 6 foot, 200-pound defensive lineman, scraping, getting off the block. Look at that. In the backfield, him and Agnew making the tackle for loss. The Patriots defense showing out here at home.
What a tackle there by the Patriots. Now they get the football back, and they go to Morales again. We got 2 big-time tailbacks as Morales moves the pile for a hard-earned 8 yards, and he looked pretty good doing that. Morales is a compact back with some speed, big-time agility, and he's running with power.
And really, ALA, all they need is they just need a 1st down conversion because Red Mountain's already burned 2 of their timeouts. Burned the timeout the first play of the second half, something that we rarely see in football, especially coming out of halftime. And right now, especially with the leg of their kicker, they're probably only about 8 to 10 yards, where I would say it's comfortable for the kicker. 10-yard gain here. They're looking at about a 40-yard field goal.
2nd and 2 from the 39. It's Morales again. He started to go wide and then cut it back inside as he continues to run the football on the near hash marks. Another positive gain in for Morales. That was a 1st down run.
And they're going to milk this clock all the way through. Red Mountain with only 1 timeout to stop. We're looking at, heck, even another 1st down, then they're really good position. But if they don't get another 1st down, they'll have a field goal attempted around about a minute and 20 mark here, Kevin.
2:34 to go in the 4th quarter. Ball is spotted at the 35-yard line. Mountain Lions showing blitz. Watson to the air. His pass is complete outside, and they go to the air for the first time in quite some time. Making the reception was Blake Cortez. The senior hauls that one in, and lo and behold, we get a pass, Cody.
We do get a pass, and a lot of people go, hey, why you do that? It's kind of gutsy. It's not that gutsy of a play call, though. You have an outside hitch route, outside the numbers. I mean, if Enoch is going to miss, it's going to be high and wide. It's going to go outside. Yes, it would stop the clock, but that's a high, efficient pass and catch there, especially with the defensive back. They're in a drop cover 3, and they get 9 yards from it.
First catch of the year for Blake Cortez. 2nd down at 2. Another pass. They go outside on the screen, and with a nice little move, it's Jaden Williams, and Williams inside the 20-yard line as he falls towards the 15-yard line. And we saw it again there, the shoulder dance from Jaden Williams.
And once again, a high efficient play, just a quick swing bubble, stock block with your outside receiver, and you get your best football player, the rock in his hands, his 2nd catch of the game, shake and bake, finishing run there. Nice play by Jaden Williams.
Gain of 11, and before the snap can get off, Coach Enders will elect to take his final timeout of the night in a situation where there's 1:34 to go in this football game. We're deadlocked at 14 apiece. Cody mentioned it before on this drive that we are in the range of the field goal kicker. This is Hunsaker, Samuel Hunsaker. For Hunsaker, he's 4 of 5 on field goals. Actually, he's 5 of 6 after the make here tonight. His longest of the year is at 44. So he's got a 52-yard range, according to Coach Ty Detmer.
Well, and actually that 40-yard field goal he hit in the first drive of the game for ALA Quinn Creek, it went well into the fan side, the student section over there in the south. I believe that's the north end zone for ALA Quinn Creek, a 40-yarder.
This is north,
easily.
yes,
That
sir.
is north side. You get easily 15 yards extra on that leg, and so when you get down here, especially they're inching closer. They are in the red zone right now. They are well within range here. The things you're looking for, though, no pre-snap penalties if you're ALA Quinn Creek. Run the ball through the A and B gap. No more timeouts for this Red Mountain Lions team, so just milk it down to 3 seconds, call a timeout, game-winning field goal, put in the kicker's hands.
What do you think the instruction was there for Coach Enders during that sequence?
Enders punched the ball out. I mean, but in that
Forced a
team,
turnover?
and you go watch Red Mountain practice, right? They practice that in pursuit every single day. Wrap up, the first guy wraps, the second guy trying to punch ball loose. That is what they're going to try to do here the next couple plays.
Ball is spotted on the 16-yard line on the near hash. They fake it to Williams. They hand it off to Morales, and he gets stuffed in the backfield. Jamison the Blade Wade was all over that play. He put the first hit on the tailback. Diego Morales, the ball carrier once again. Carson Mauter also there. You can hear the PA announcer here at ALA Queen Creek. Gorgeous evening. 67 seconds to go in this football game. It's tied at 14 apiece. Knocking on the door are the Patriots. Morales is flanked to the left of Enoch Watson. 3 wide receivers make it 4. Snap is low. Here comes a blitz, and Watson somehow escapes the pressure. He's at the 15, and he will fall backwards towards the, we'll call it the 11-yard line.
Absolute magic from the BYU commit, doing it with his legs tonight. He made about 4 to 5 would-be tacklers miss in the backfield, spins out of all of it, and picks up some really nice yards on that second down. And here we go. It's the timeout right before, and it's game-winning field goal attempt time now for the ALA Quinn Creek Patriots.
So there's 40.7 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. The chain gang is showing third down. The Long Chief scoreboard is also showing third down, so we are consistent on that. We'll just have to wait and see. Is it third down or is it fourth down?
Did ALA just call time? Is it?
Now the Patriots took the timeout, obviously, because Coach Enders does not have any timeouts remaining. So this is a regroup. The ball spotted on the 11-yard line of Red Mountain. And the Patriots are working right to left. They are in field goal range, as we mentioned. For the Patriots, they're 5-1, and they're 2-1 here on their own confines. So
the only thing interesting about that is, if you let the clock, because there's about a 7-second differential there, if you mess up the snap on third down, you could get on it and call timeout. So that is obviously, that is gone now, unless they pick up this first on this 3rd and 6 play.
Twins to the left, twins to the right for Watson. He's got Morales to his left. Quick snap, and it'll be Morales. And he works right, then jump cuts left, and then there are too many white shirts there, led by Champ Jennings and friends. Seth Barron playing defense now. He's been playing both ways tonight. Also low on the pile with Haney and Carson Mauter. So now the Patriots will just let the time wind down. 18-17. It's 4th and 5. And for Ty Detmer, he will send out Samuel Hunsaker onto the football field with a chance to win this football game.
Yeah, it's really been the Patriots defense, the story of the night, Kevin. A defense that has held some really high-powered teams to very, very small points. O'Connor with only 10. Mount Point, 2 Division I running backs in the backfield, including Christian Clark, a Texas commit, to a goose egg, an absolute
Skunked
goose egg.
him.
Big skunk. They were extremely impressive all night. It was back-to-back 4th down stops. The last one coming from a 4th and 1 where they just pummeled Savoy in the backfield. Offense goes down in a game-winning attempt. I'm still really interested about the timeout call super early on 3rd down. Now you just have one chance, but you're down at the 10. It's going to be about a 27-yard field goal attempt for Hunsaker. Well, obviously within his range, and very, very makeable here on the left hash.
So Hunsaker is on the football field. Red Mountain will break out of their huddle and set up the block, if you will. This would be a 22-yard field goal attempt to win the game from the near hash. Samuel Hunsaker is the place kicker. Snap is back. Placement's down. The kick is on the way, and the kick is good. The kick is good. As time expires here in Queen Creek, Arizona, in heartbreaking fashion for Red Mountain, they fall by 3. But for American Leadership Academy, Queen Creek, with a huge clutch victory in walk-off fashion here at home, and they win it 17-14 on the clutch field goal from Samuel Hunsaker, and Ty Detmer's football team is now 6-1 and very much in the thick of things in the Open Division making.
6-game win streak, have had one of the toughest schedules in the entire state of Arizona. No team has moved up quicker in the ranks than the ALA Queen Creek Patriots. Coach Ty Detmer and his squad are rolling in the 6A. They just defeated one of the top teams in the state of Arizona, a team that has been on the mountain, who's played in a state championship game a couple years ago, a team who just dominates in the state. They have come right into one of the top regions, and they are rolling. That is a heck of a win at home for Coach Ty Detmer and his Patriot program.
They've won jewelry under Coach Edwards. They know how to win. It's a winning program. They've done it in short order. And for Ty Detmer, they come and they get the victory. They defend their home turf here. And as Cody mentioned, they win their 6th consecutive game. They're now 6-1, and they are in the middle of a postseason bonanza. Who knows what could happen? And the way the football has been bouncing here in the Great State 48, you just never know what's going to happen in the remaining 3 to 4 weeks.
And they did it without their passing game. What has dominated their offensive presence pretty much all season long is the arm of Enoch Watson. But we saw it with the legs of Diego Morales. A couple other their running back room was by committee, and Enoch Watson getting it done with his legs. That's what impressed me the most about this win. It wasn't what they've usually done. It was a fast-paced game. It was hard-hitting. They matched the physicality, I thought, of Red Mountain. Was really tough to do, and they got out here with a grind-it-out 3-point win W.
They're showing the replay of Cord Nunnery on that, picking up the fumble there. You know, Cody, so many points well taken that you just mentioned, but you go back to the confidence of Coach Detmer to win this game. But like you say, it's how they won the football game. They kind of took all the media reports and all the talking heads about how Enoch Watson's throwing the ball 75% of the time, and he's the majority of their offense. Despite all that, they decided tonight we're going to run the football with Diego Morales. He's back. We got him in shape now. He's in football shape. He was a difference maker on that run game, and just the power football and enough plays by Enoch Watson to get it done.
Yeah, when you want to be a top 10 team in the state of Arizona, especially in the 6A conference, you have to be balanced. When you really look at those teams, they run the rock efficiently and they dominate up front on both sides of the football. This right here, and a team that has won 6 games straight, they are clicking on all cylinders. That is probably their most impressive win this season.
It was an impressive win. You know, you think about we talked about Coach Detmer and what he did at Brigham Young University. And Max Hall obviously was very successful there. 32-9, the most prolific passer ever at BYU, Max Hall. And then they've got this young prodigy here, this young phenom in Enoch Watson. That Brigham Young connection is for real. It's alive, and it's been formidable.
Yeah, and I thought he did a great job, too, once again, extending plays with his legs, but also picking up crucial third downs and just eluding would-be tacklers. And this is a defense with Red Mountain that has some of the best tacklers, some of the best form tacklers and pursuit football players in the state of Arizona on his defense. And Enoch consistently making some guys run. There's one of his touchdown runs right there. It was just huge. Spread them out, run at 5, and having that be a goal line threat down there is massive. Those are playoff plays for ALA Queen Creek.
For Red Mountain, they get Queen Creek next week. Then they get Hamilton. They finish out the string in the Battle of Brown Road against Mountain View. That'll be a big game for Red Mountain's stud defender, Deuces right here. Rock Miller will be big in that game. But Cody, before we part ways, definitely thump their chest that they're very much involved in the open thought process.
And not just open. I mean, what would it mean to the program to be crowned the East Valley champs the first year where no one gave them a chance? You see, a lot of those coaches in the state, they thought this team was going 3-7, 4-6. Tough gauntlet at Highland after a bye week, host in Williamsfield, and then finish at Queen Creek. But a win like that, and a win over Pinnacle and a win over O'Connor, it really proves that these guys can compete, and not just compete, they can win against anyone.
Statement win for Ty Detmer's football team tonight as the Patriots get it done 17-14 in walk-off fashion on the field goal from Samuel Hunsaker. For my technical producer, Greg Jones, our cinematographer on the field, Joey Mascaro, Stos getting it done from behind the camera. Of course, my guy, Cody Cameron. And for all of you, our global listening audience and viewing audience, we appreciate you. We thank you. In great physical health, accompanied by lifelong mental health, is what we all strive for. Remember, it takes one conversation to impact or make a difference in someone's life. Until next time, so long for now.